case number 10, Naira Fields. Medal holds number 11, Natalie Achanwa. And medal is number 12, Lizanne Murphy. Medal class number 13, Samara Tato. Medal class number 14, Catherine Booth. Medal class number 15, Michelle Booth. Your head coach of Team Canada is Lisa Tomaitis. Our officiating crew for tonight's game, FIBA officials Lauren Holtkamp from the United States, Antonio Vega from Puerto Rico, and Andrea Silva from Brazil. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please rise and remove your caps. First, for the playing of the Cuban national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and join in loud and proud as Vince Tejasaputra sings our Canadian national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons' command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free, from far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for
And then there were two. After 6 grueling days of basketball, only Cuba and Canada are alive to win the gold medal in the 2015 FIBA Americas Women's Championship. But more importantly, only one of these two teams will get an automatic berth to the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. Good evening and welcome in once again to the Saville Community Sports Center on the campus of the University of Alberta in Edmonton. I'm Craig Feda alongside Michelle Hendry. We are bringing you the gold medal game between the juggernaut Canadians and the Cubans, who have been known to kind of slow play in tournaments and then explode when it really counts. Michelle, we talked about that after the last game. We talked about it before this game. Team Canada can't rely on the outcome of what happened Thursday night when they blew out Cuba.
No, and they know that. They know that that was not the real Cuban team, that they know that they're going to come out and want this win. I'm not sure Cuba cares if it was a 40-point game. For them, it's a loss. It doesn't matter if it was 2 or 40. Tonight, I expect this to be the Cuban team that we've expected to see in this tournament.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for Team Canada. Maya Marie Langlois, Kia Nurse, Kim Gaucher, Miranda Aim, and Tamara Tatum. Same starting 5 that we have seen. For Cuba, Inedis Casanova, Oyanesi Jalis, Yamara Amargo, the tournament's leading scorer, Plania Noblet, and Ladis Oquendo. There you see Coach Alberto Zabala of Cuba. The Canadians coached by Lisa Tomaitis. Our officials in this game, Lauren Holtkamp, Antonio Vega, and Andrea Silva. The FIBA commissioner for this game, Fatima Da Silva. Team's just about to take the court. A good contingent of Cuban supporters here.
There is. We have the drums playing. We got the flags flying. Should be a good one.
Here, Brad, the PA man, getting the crowd pumped up. Team Canada, officially the visiting team in this game. They are in their traveling red uniforms. The Cubans officially the home team in their white trimmed with blue. But make no mistake about it, Canada is the home team. Ball's in the air and we are underway. Aim wins the tip, but it's controlled by Noblet. Kendo, back to Casanova. Back to Jalis. She drives, kicks it out. Baseline jumper is good by Oquendo.
Cuba's fired up early after that shot. Oquendo was yelling at her teammates to say, let's go, and it's like 20 seconds into the game.
Gaucher on the right wing, working on Amargo. Now Aim, she had a big game against Brazil. Gaucher for 3, that's off. Casanova. Trix Baker and I were talking about the quality of point guard play.
It's amazing in this tournament. Every team has one.
Yeah.
And maybe 2 or 3. And I've never seen that in a tournament where so many point guards.
Jalis the long 2, Gaucher the rebound.
They have quality. They're very good.
A couple of very good ones in this game. Casanova and Langlois. Cuba with the steal.
Good defense from Jalis to just get around there and get a hand on the ball.
Casanova's jumper is off. Tatum the rebound. She tries to go coast to coast and does. And she'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. The foul is on number 7, Oyanesi Jalis. Strong move by Tatum.
Just gives a little stutter step to get it into the basket. Jalis reaches for it. Allows her to get the three-point play.
Tamara Tatum for the tournament, 13 of 16 from the free throw line. Make it 14 of 17. Casanova around the screen by Oquendo. Left side to Amargo. Now down to Noblet. Working on Aim. Back out to Casanova. Pass deflected by Aim. 2 to shoot. Casanova puts up the long 3. Skitters off the side of the rim. Rebound Gaucher.
Great defense by Aim. Noblet had a huge game yesterday, and I'm sure she's wanting to pick up where she left off.
Kia Nurse to the rack and the lay-in. 5-2 Canada. I don't think Cuba will fold up its 10th quite as early tonight as they did on Thursday.
Nope, not a chance.
Okendo the drive. Good defense by Tatum. And here comes Canada. Gaucher inside to Ayin. The shot won't roll in. Jalise driving on Nurse. And Gaucher, who's going to draw the foul. It's going to be on Kim Gaucher, her first.
Great take by Jalise, just got by Ayin and Nurse.
That wasn't much of a foul on Gaucher.
A little hand slap.
So Jalise to the free throw line. For the tournament, 5 of 8 for 63% from the stripe. Swishes the first. It's the second as well, and it's a 1-point game, 5-4 Canada. A little bit of pressure now by Cuba. Tatum hounded by Okendo. Now Nurse picks it up, over to Gaucher, back to Nurse. Nurse on the drive, rolls off, a little too much English, a lot of contact by Amargo.
I thought there was more contact there than on Kim Gaucher's foul as Kia Nurse comes in. Yeah.
Canada gets it back. Langlois. Over to Gaucher, left elbow. Now Ayin, baseline jumper. That's short. Rebound, Noblette. She couldn't hang on to it. Tatum ended up with it. Now Gaucher, the long deuce. Perhaps a little quick on the trigger there by Gaucher, but she was open, and that's in her range. Casanova feeding Noblette. She gets Ayin in the air, and an easy bucket for Noblette, and Cuba leads 6-5.
Yeah, they can't let Noblette get going. Like I said yesterday, she had, I think, 29 points, 14 rebounds, barely missing a shot. They have to contain her tonight.
Ayin working on Noblette, and a travel. Good defense by Quinnia Noblette. And the rhythm section of the Cuban fan base behind the baseline. 3 sets of bongos. I think there's a tambourine, cowbell. Tell you what, you do the broadcast. I'm going to go sit over there.
I know.
We're having some fun.
A bit of a party over there. Getting the atmosphere in the Saville Center fired up.
Okendo for 3, and Cuba leads 9-5. Langlois. We saw that Cuba was, or rather Canada was able to handle a little adversity against Brazil. Now the nice feed inside to Tatum. And a travel. I thought he was going to call a carry as well.
I thought so. He had his hand like that and then decided to change it. But yeah, I thought Canada did a good job against. Here's the big shot by Okendo. She's just celebrating every shot. And we haven't seen her do that yet in the tournament. So this is what we talked about, kind of the sleeper Cubans that they come out for big games. Brazil played a zone pretty much the whole game yesterday, and I'm wondering if Cuba's going to go into that to contain some of the Canadian offense if they don't do it on man-to-man.
Nice feed inside to Noblette, but a foul called.
Did they call it on Nayu Rain-Kakakunwe?
They did. That was on Nayu Rain-Kakakunwe, her first.
She may have had her hand in the back. Again, I didn't see much of contact, but
Noblette hits the free throw coming into the tournament, 13 of 17 from the free throw line, 76%. She books them both. Cuba now with a 6-point lead, 11-5. Noblette has 4. Nurse Top of the key, around a screen from Chunwa. She takes it all the way, lays it in. 11-7 now. Casanova guarded tight by Langlois. Chunwa guarding Noblet. Spin move by Noblet. Good shot. Very difficult to defend.
Noblet, she's so good at getting position underneath. So good. She's so deep, you can't push her out. They're going to have to look to front her or pull her out a little bit somehow.
Langlois, the feed to Chunwa, and a beautiful screen roll by Canada.
Great low pass from Langlois.
Casanova between the rings, left side to Amargo. Now back up top to Noblet. And a turnover as Jalise cut. Noblet made the pass. There you see the beautiful screen roll.
Just, that's it. There wasn't much space between Casanova and Noblet for that bounce pass, and Langlois just threaded it right in there.
Lisette Murphy on now. Lisanne. No, I'm calling her Lisette. I don't even know a Lisette. Nurse on the drive again. She draws the foul. Nurse has had a very solid tournament, averaging 11.6 points and 3 rebounds per game. But I think we may see a true coming out party tonight for Kia Nurse.
Yeah, she had an amazing Pan Am final game in the gold medal. I think she scored 33 points for the Canadians. And now everybody's sort of starting to take notice of this new young Canadian.
Well, maybe a second coming out party.
Second coming out. This will be her world debut. As I'm not sure very many people were watching the Pan Am games here in Toronto.
Nurse hits the second free throw. She's got 5. 3:45 to play first quarter. 13-10 Cuba. Now Galindo on for Cuba. Back to Oquendo. Now Oquendo pulling up on Langlois. Tough shot by Oquendo.
Beautiful pull up.
Chunwa handing it to Nurse. And an offensive foul on Natalie Chunwa.
I think they're calling her on the roll. She's kind of doesn't have her feet set completely, and then pushes her kind of out of the way as she goes down to the basket.
Around the screen by Noblet. Now a 3 by Oquendo. That's good! And Oquendo is fired up. Where has this been all tournament?
We've been talking about that.
Yes, you have. Chunwa, her layup won't go. Cuba running 4-on-2. Back to Casanova. Oquendo wants the ball. Noblet, Murphy trying to get in front of her. Noblet says, I don't think so. Noblet, another 3, or rather Casanova. Beg your pardon, Oquendo. I'll get it out eventually, another 3. That one didn't go. 2:15 to play first quarter. Canada down 8. I believe that's their biggest deficit of the tournament. Now the pass inside goes off of the foot of Kenia Noblet. Catherine Plouffe on for Natalie Chunwa. Tamara Tatum on for Nayo Rain Kakakunwe. Langlois to Murphy. She attacks, goes up over Noblet and scores. Wow, Tatum showed some up there.
She almost used Noblet to get her a couple extra inches to get up there, but that's a beautiful take by Tamara Tatum.
Now Casanova, her layup won't go, but Noblet is there. Noblet already with 8. Okendo with 10. They account for 18 of Cuba's 20 points. Now the nice feed inside to Langlois. She's got her first 2. Arlenis Romero getting set to check in for Cuba. Casanova zips the pass underneath.
That was
What a pass to Galindo.
Beautiful. Galindo read her defense perfectly on that cut.
Murphy. Now Tatum out to Plouffe. 10 to shoot. Hands it to Murphy for 3. Bang! Canada back to within 5.
Tamara Tatum and Okendo have been pushing and shoving almost every time down the floor. He's finally going to call Tamara on that.
So that's the first foul on Tatum. Now here comes Romero. Nyra Fields on for Canada. Margot, 10 to shoot. Guarded by Murphy, picked up by Tatum. Now back to Okendo. Into Noblet, 2 to shoot, stripped away. Canada's got a 2-on-1. Okendo hustles back. Langlois takes it the whole way. And a foul called.
That's just hands-on. Anytime Noblet is going to dribble, she's going to get little hands in there.
Okay, there was a foul on Amargo. I wasn't sure in real time that I saw very much. But on the angle on the replay, there was indeed a foul. Langlois hits the free throw. Canada within 4, 22-18, 13.3 to play in the quarter.
Amargo has been very quiet so far. She's, I believe, the leading scorer of the tournament. And I know the Canadians were keying on her to keep her off the scoreboard. And I don't know if it's just she has not touched the ball or other players like Okendo have been hitting.
Margot couldn't connect. Now Murphy does not get a shot off before the buzzer. So the first quarter ends with Cuba on top. It's the first time Canada has trailed at the end of a quarter. 22-19 in favor of Cuba. We're back with second quarter action after this. After 1 quarter of play in the gold medal game of the FIBA Americas 2015 championships for women, Cuba leading Canada 22-19. Canada from the floor 7 of 13, 54%. 1 of 2 from three-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Cuba just as hot, 8 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds for Canada, 5 for Cuba, 7 for Canada. 4 turnovers in that first quarter, just 2 for Cuba. Cuba 6 points from turnovers in that first quarter. Langlois, nice feed to Ayeem, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
Again, we see Langlois coming off that screen, reading it perfectly. I think they're trying to make Noblette play a lot of defense so that maybe tire her out so she doesn't have so much on the offensive end.
Foul was on Anitas Casanova, her first. Ayeem can't complete the three-point play and tie it up. So it stays 22-21 Cuba. Casanova between the rings, guarded by Langlois. Noblette on the screen. Now out to Amargo. Around Noblette. Picked up by Ayeem, and a foul on the floor. That's going to be on Naira Fields, her first.
Just reaches in. If she had left it, Tamara Tatum was coming over for the block.
Each team with just 1 team foul so far in this second quarter. Now Noblette has it blocked. And she gets called for the travel.
I think Langlois got her hands in there and just went after the ball. Just grabbed it.
Boy, you'd think that would be a tie-up rather than a travel.
A travel, yep. Either way, turnover.
Yep.
Canada's going the other way.
Langlois to Fields. Bounce pass inside to Ayeem, and she traveled. She didn't handle it cleanly. Took that extra step before she got the ball on the floor.
Margot, I think, got her hands on it and made her bobble it.
Now Jalise trying to drive on Fields. 10 to shoot. Casanova. Out to Noblette at the free throw line. 3 to shoot. Turns, tries the scoop. That won't go. Rebound Fields. Fields, yeah, she was getting some contact as she was bringing the ball up from Oquendo, and that's the first foul on Oquendo. They'll let you go, especially in FIBA, with a little bit of contact, but as soon as you take the ball handler off of their line, that's when you're going to get the whistle.
Yeah, I think that's a great description of it. If you're not really making a move either way, they'll let it go, but a little shove at the end, they're always going to call that one.
Gaucher back in. Now Nurse the scoop and the score. Canada back on top 23-22. Nurse has 7.
I just said Cuba in a zone, which they saw Brazil do all night. I'm wondering if they're going to stay with that one.
Now Povea goes up for the shot over Gaucher and draws the foul on her.
Nice little pass from Casanova.
They called that on Ayeem.
I think Ayeem just reached her hands in there. Nice take by Kia Nurse again. Just coming into the middle of the zone.
Free throw by Povea. Rattles off. Missed again. Rebound Ayeem. Cuba has not scored since the 109 mark of the first quarter. So about 3 minutes. 3 from the corner for Gaucher. Bang! Canada on top by 4, 26-22. Cuba, or rather Canada, on a 12-0 run. Now Jalise inside, that won't go. Tatum, and saved by Gaucher. Here comes Nurse to Gaucher. Fans wanted her to jack that 3 up.
Well, she had no blood on her too. Either
jack it or take it.
Bit of a mismatch. She can take her on the off the dribble.
Naeem the turnaround, short, rebound Noblette. Steal by Tatum. She takes it all the way and lays it in. And Alberto Zabala wants timeout. Canada up 6, 28-22. 7:06 to play in this second quarter. And Michelle Hendry, what has Canada done since the 109 mark of the second, or rather of the first quarter, to go on this run?
I think on their offense, completely picked up. They're on a 14-0 run. I think they're just taking it at them. They seemed a bit tentative at the very beginning of the game. Cuba was up in their faces. Maybe Cuba let off a little bit. They've gone into the zone, and they scored 3 times down the floor. So that's a huge advantage for Canada.
Follow us on social media, on Instagram and Twitter at FIBA. We're also on Facebook. You can also keep track of the tournament on FIBAAmericas.com. A lot of great pictures from the FIBA photographers, post-game interviews, game recaps, statistics, and everything that you could possibly want. We're very glad that you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around Canada or around the world, as you see Tatum with the steal and the finish. Jalise to Francie Ochoa, now to Casanova. Lob to Ochoa into the lane. She kind of lost the handle on it as she elevated and then tried to force the shot up and ended up just kind of flicking it out of bounds.
I think so. The refs were looking at each other to see if it had got tipped, but I don't think Naira Fields touched it at all.
Canada 9 of 15 from two-point range. Cuba has gone cold. 6 of 14, and again, Naira Fields hits. Canada up 8. Noblette. Canada back to the zone. Casanova. She shoots ahead of the screen. Rebound Kia Nurse. She's going to pull it up. Canada 2 on 3. Now Tatum. She gets pinballed off of Ochoa and then off of Noblette. And so Francie Ochoa will draw the foul, her first. Doink, doink.
Yep.
If you'll excuse me borrowing from the great American sportscaster John Madden.
That's just a great take by Naira Fields. Cuba extended and had a bit of a zone, half-court zone trap. We've seen that in the tournament. They just passed over top of it. Naira Fields just had not an easy basket against Noblette, but Noblette doesn't want to foul those ones. She wants to stay in the game.
Tatum. Fields for 3. Rebound fought for by Achunwa, but won by Cuba. Okendo. And that ends the 16-0 run. 30-24 in favor of Canada. 5:40 to play, second quarter. Achunwa over to Tatum. She drives, puts it up, and gets called for the travel.
I think Canada's forcing it a little bit. They've had a couple opportunities down here to score. And then this is what happens when Cuba forces a turnover. You don't want to give them the opportunity to run. Great breakout for Okendo.
She's got 12. Now Jalise. Back to Ochoa. Neglect on the block, and she gets fouled by Tamara Tatum on the reach-in. That's going to be foul number 2 on Tatum. Fans don't like it. But, yeah, but clear reach-in.
Yep, clear reach-in.
Jalise driving on Fields. Fields blocks it. Canada out-rebounding Cuba, 13-8. Both teams with 2 offensive rebounds. Now Rainkaka Kunwe on for Tatum. Jalise left wing, started by Fields. Now to Amargo. She pops for 3. High off the glass, no good. And Canada running 4-on-2. Nurse puts it up and draws the foul. That's going to be on Amargo, her second. That's going to be on Amargo, her second.
Canada's doing a great job getting out on the run after either turnovers or rebounds. They're not settling for just walking it up the court. They are going, and with we've talked about going 12 deep. Well, now 11 with Shona Thorburn out, but they rotate players in.
Nurse hits the free throw. 2 for 3 now from the line in the game. Make it 3 for 4. Canada back up 8. Inside of 5 minutes to play, second quarter. Now a 3 on the way from Jalise. Front iron, no. Rebound, Rainkaka Kunwe. Chunwa back to Fields, rather to Nurse. She's doubled, picks up the dribble. 4 to shoot. Fields. Desperation shot from the corner by Niall Rainkaka Kunwe. After she bobbled the pass, she was not in a real good position to shoot that anyway.
Not at all.
That's one of those where you're like, why are you passing it to me right now?
Like, you shoot it. No, you shoot it. Great defense right there by Cuba. Kendo had Nurse just covered.
Forced her to pick up the dribble and then wouldn't allow her to get a pass off. Guarded by Nurse, now inside to Amargo. She slips past Gaucher, goes to the glass and lays it in.
I believe that's Amargo's first basket.
It is indeed. The foul is going to be on Niall Rainkaka Kunwe, her second.
Great read off the screen to just curl in. Acadian, I think, missed the switch on that one. They've been switching a lot of those screens.
Amargo completes the 3-point play, and the lead is down to 5 at 32-27. 4:09 to play, second quarter. Cuban fans making a little noise now. Nurse on the right wing, swatted away by Jalise. It'll remain Canada ball with 8 to shoot. Langlois into Gaucher, hands it back to Langlois. Back to Gaucher, step back jumper over Amargo, air ball, and Jalise on the run. She's got to pull it out as Canada got back on defense. Jalise on the right wing to Amargo for 3. Bang! Amargo gets Cuba back to within 2. she's got 6 now when Lisa Tomaitis wants timeout.
They don't want Margot to get hot. She does again. Makes the correct read off the screen. Kim gets caught on her hip and comes out and just hits the 3.
Beautiful catch and shoot by Yamara Amargo. Amargo came into this one averaging 16.2 points per game. That led the tournament. Izian Castro Marquez was second at 15.6. Rosalie Silva from Venezuela, even though she was injured, averaged 14 a game. What's amazing is nobody from Canada in the top 9 in scoring.
That shows you their balanced attack.
So 32-30 Canada, 3:31 to play in the second. Benitez Casanova already with 5 assists. Chunwa, she drives on Noblet, goes hard off the glass and in. Jalise circles back around the screen by Ochoa. And an offensive foul on Okendo as she pushes Nurse out of the way. That's 2 on Okendo to go with her 12 points. Around the screen by Achunwa, loses Jalise, pops from the free throw line, no good. Achunwa battling for the rebound, and then it gets knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Noblet. It'll be Canada ball with 14 to shoot.
Just a good battle underneath. Nobody boxed out Achunwa, and she just won the jump battle on that.
Langlois for 3. Achunwa, rather, Langlois with 7. Cuba back up 7. 2.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Jalise over to Okendo for 3. That misses and banks out of bounds, and it'll be Canada ball.
Good screen. Jalise just gets caught behind it, and Langlois can nail it.
No hesitation from Maya Marie. Now the pass from Plouffe tipped as she tried to hit Langlois on the cut underneath. Remains Canada ball. Still 14 to shoot. Lisanne Murphy in. Gaucher out. Bound to get it right one of these times. Raincocker Kunwe over to Murphy. She tries to shake Okendo. Now to Nurse. Nurse on the drive, puts her shoulder down, puts it up. Never did hit the rim, and that's going to be a shot clock violation against Canada. Nurse put her shoulder down and attacked the basket, but Cuba's defense just too good. She put it up and it got tipped. Canada never got a good look offensively. Now Okendo on the wing, out to Noblet. Back to Jalise. Picked up by Plouffe on the switch. Jalise pops from 14. That's too easy for her. 37-32.
There's a screening of Noblet. She just takes up a lot of room when she hits somebody, and it's hard to get around her.
Plouffe working on Noblet. And yeah, that's a double dribble. Noblette reached in. Caused the mistake by Plouffe. Catherine Plouffe, to be specific. Jalise to Amargo. She pops from the elbow. That foul is going to be on Lizanne Murphy, her second, or rather her first.
Hear the Cuban coach yelling out. I imagine they're going to do their trapping zone defense again.
Free throw good by Amargo. Look at the difference in points in the paint. 22-12 in favor of Canada. Bench points 9-2 in favor of Canada. Amargo hits both free throws. It's a 4-point game. Minute 13 to play. Nurse to Langlois. She gives it up underneath to Rain-Cockle-Coonway. It won't go, but she will go to the free throw line. That's on Francie Ochoa. Should be her second. It is. Rain-Cockle-Coonway, 11 of 13 from the free throw line coming into this one. She hits the first one here tonight. Minute to play in the first half. Canada, a slim 5-point lead. Amargo, 10 to shoot on the left wing. Picks up the dribble. Stolen by Langlois. She's got Kia Nurse. Nurse. Up with the left hand and in. Canada leads by 7.
See if the Canadians can do that again with this zone defense. A lot of talk on the zone.
Inside to Noblette. She gets Plouffe off her feet, but then the block from behind by Rain-Cockle-Coonway.
Good pressure by Langlois. Just knocks it out of her hand and then easy pass up to Kia Nurse.
Timeout on the floor taken by Cuba. 41-34 Canada. Cuba had a little bit of a run there. Canada answered. And again, we've seen the few times that Canada has been challenged in this tournament. They really weren't challenged until the semifinal against Brazil. They handled Brazil's pressure. They handled adversity in that game, and so far, they've been able to handle adversity in this game. Canada a blistering 58% from the floor. 3 of 4 from three-point range and 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Cuba, 44% from the floor, 3 of 8 from three-point range, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. So it's not as if Cuba is playing poorly. Canada is really just shooting the ball 20% better, and that's resulting in a 7-point lead right now. 7 on the shot clock. Okendo up and under move. Draws the foul on Rain-Cockle-Coonway with 18.3 left. And that's going to be the third on Nio Rain-Cockle-Coonway.
Yeah, she has her contained and just a little too much contact. I think Okendo did a good job kind of leaning into her arm to draw that foul.
Crafty move by Okendo. Misses the free throw, however. Oquendo, 33 years old, from Camagüey. Hits the second. 18.3 left in the half. Shot clock is off. Nurse, better hurry. Boy, and Cuba, or rather Canada, did not get it across by much. That foul is on Oquendo, and that's her third. 10 seconds to play. And Lisanne Murphy will go to the free throw line. Rain Kakakunwe will sit down. Miranda Ayin back on.
We don't want Rain Kakakunwe to get a fourth foul with 10 seconds left in the half.
No man. Murphy hits the free throw. She's got 4. Canada up 7. Too strong on the second free throw, but there for the putback is Plouffe. She missed it though, and then it got knocked out of bounds. It'll be Canada ball. And timeout by Lisa Tomaitis. So Canada will get a chance to draw up a play here. And get a look at it. Murphy, and boy, Plouffe's got to be thinking, how on earth did I miss that?
Yeah, that should have been an easy putback for her. I think she didn't bring it down because she thought time was running out, I'm sure. And also is concerned about Noblet coming behind, so it was a good putback, just missed it.
Now for Lisa Tomaitis, what are you drawing up here?
Because they only have, was it 2 point? Only a couple seconds, so they don't have much time. They're gonna, looks like, get a nice double screen low. Looks like for the inbounds it might come out. I think they got to come off a screen 7.8 seconds. So there's actually plenty of time for a couple nice hard screens. Try and get an open shot going into the half.
Couple of screens, maybe crack open a root beer, read a comic book. Well, let's see what Lisa Tomaitis draws up. Rain Kakakun, oh no, that's Langlois to inbound. Gets it to Plouffe. Hands it back to Langlois. 5 on the clock. Baseline jumper short. Plouffe misses from in close again. Gets it back. That one falls in. Finally, Catherine Plouffe able to get the bunny to fall. And Canada now leads by 9, 44-35 as we head to the half. There's the miss by Langlois, air ball. Plouffe with the putback, missed that one badly. Langlois tipped it back to her and clearly got the shot off before the end of the half. So Canada leading 44-35 at halftime. Let's take a look at the halftime stats. For Canada, 16 of 30 from the floor for 53%, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Cuba, 12 of 27 from the floor, 44%, 3 of 8 from three-point range, 8 of 11 from the free throw line for 73%. 9 rebounds for Cuba, 18 rebounds for Canada. Just 1 offensive rebound in that first half for Cuba. 7 turnovers for Canada, 6 for Cuba. Kia Nurse leading the way for the Canadians with 11 points. Tamara Tatum has 7. Gaucher has 4 rebounds. Catherine Plouffe has 5. 4 of those offensive. Amargo and Noblet each have 8 for Cuba. But Ladis Oquendo has 13. Leading rebounder for Cuba, Claudia Noblet with 4. And Eldis Casanova with 5 assists in that first half. What that all adds up to is a 44-35 halftime lead for Canada. 20 minutes left for gold and an automatic berth in Rio. We are back in Edmonton after halftime.
Number seats number 6, Anisley Gendo. Number 8, Arlenis Romero. Number 9, Yamar. Numero 6, number 5, Kia Nurse. 12, Lizanne Murphy.
But you know what? The way our school district is, we've got a lot of outlying areas, and so if there's any inclement weather, you know, we're kind of wimps compared to you guys, I'm sure. But if there's, I mean, even with 2 inches of snow, it's all fields. And so if you're driving on a rural road, you can't take a bus down it, you know? Reliability nowadays.
Yeah. And my school district has not closed the school for snow in like 60 years. We had one for my first year teaching, huge, like massive snowstorm. I'm like, yeah, snow day tomorrow. And everybody's like, we have never had a snow day. Like, what do you mean you've never had a snow day? In like 60 years. I'm going, how can that happen? We've had like you know, snow and there'll be like 2 feet of snow, 3 feet of snow. And like, no, Eric, no. Well, the crews are ready, right?
We had done years. And then a couple years ago, we had to take like 9 snow days. It was ridiculous. And so they build them into the schedule.
Yeah.
So they'll let them out early.
Well, yeah, you just, so if your school's done, are you done doing
No, we're in May. Typically May.
okay, so yeah. Is it about the farms then?
Oh, yeah.
So that's probably why too, right?
Yeah. We've got about 120,000 in our 2 cities that are right next to each other, but it's surrounded by 50 miles of farmland.
So that's a big time like May, right? That's when everything. That makes sense. Just shift everything back. It's 7
Welcome back to Edmonton. Canada leading here in the first half, now in the books, 44-35 over Cuba. They were trailing. They managed to work their way back into it. It's been some very intense moments for the fans here, and there are a lot of them at the Saville Centre as Canada found themselves behind by 8, then managed to go on a 16-0 run, and now lead by 9 here at halftime. And one of the keys so far, I guess you could say 2 of the keys. Let's start with Kia Nurse, picking up where she left off at a great Pan Am Games. Well,
Kia is soon going to become the specialist of the gold medal games. She showed up tonight, incredible poise on offense and incredible drives as well. She takes her players one-on-one, that's on transition. She can do it on transition or in half court, from the ball straight out here, hesitation, all the way to the layup. She's made every single one of our drives. She's taken the most shots for Canada. Those that she missed, if she has missed any, she's completed them at the free throw line. Being perfect from the line, complete a free throw. She leads Canada with 11 points.
Nurse has been great, but it always starts at the point guard position with their captain, Shona Thorburn, out. More pressure on Langlois, and Maya Marie has been outstanding.
What a great point guard for Canada. Maya Marie has said before, I love Shona Thorburn. I'm learning for Shona Thorburn. I wait for her comments on the bench. She's like the 5th or 6th extra coach for me. And tonight she is playing for her, making sure that she makes her veteran proud. She has 5 assists, 0 turnovers, takes the back screens like this to score, and she's made a very timely three-point shot. Leads the tournament in three-point shooting so far at 50%. And
those fans here love that one. She doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but she's very good at it, and she has her team, with the help of the rest of her teammates, up by 9, 44-35. Canada leading Cuba. Second half action just around the corner on TSN.
"20 minutes separates one of these two teams from a gold medal and an automatic berth in the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio. After trailing during the first quarter, 22-19, Canada outscored Cuba in the second, 25-13, to take a 44-35 lead at half. Greg Fade and Michelle Hendry from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. We've had a great tournament. We've had a great medal round. And Michelle, what do you expect out of this second half?
It's going to be a good one. I think Cuba has to find a way to score. Canada's been taking care of them. Okendo is the only one in double figures with 13. Casanova's been quiet. She has no points. She has 5 assists, but no points. Amargo just started getting going at the end of the half there. They're going to need to look for some scoring in order to keep this game, not let it get out of reach.
That second quarter was a little bit more of what we've been accustomed to seeing out of Canada. And in fact, it was what we had seen Thursday night.
Yeah, I think in these kinds of games, when the competition is closer, no team really pulls away until sometime in the second half. They play it fairly evenly throughout the game, and the second half is when you see one team or another trying to really break away.
Glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from around North America or around the world on TSN and livebasketball.tv, the FIBA World Feed. We are underway in the second half. Cuba has it first. Over to Amargo, long jumper, that's good.
It's like Kim Gaucher got her feet tripped out from under her a little bit. Amargo just needs that one little second to get an open shot.
Amargo now with 11. Now Tatum, out to Langlois, to Nurse. Back to Ayin, 5 to shoot. Jumper from the top of the key, no good. Nurse boxed out nicely by Francie Ochoa. Ochoa in the starting lineup in this second half. She replaces Jalise. Now Noblet from 16. Not good, but Ochoa, the rebound and the putback, and just like that, Cuba within 4. Travel by Miranda Ayin, and this is not how Canada wanted to start off this second half.
Not the start for them, and I looked at the stats at halftime about rebounding, and that Cuba's not shooting the ball very well, but they're not getting any offensive rebounds. And here's where it really pays. If you get an offensive rebound, you get a putback, you get many more chances to score, and it helped them with Ochoa getting that rebound just there.
Amargo loses Gaucher. Just like that, Cuba to within 2. Amargo's got 13. Again, she led the entire tournament field in scoring. Ayin on the drive. Stop and go move on Noblet, and she traveled. So Canada with 3 turnovers already this third quarter.
Nice take by Amargo there on Kim, getting caught on the screen.
And a good decision by Kia Nurse to get out of the way and not pick up a foul. Now Casanova, her pass got tipped. Ochoa from in close. Her floater won't go. Rebound Gaucher. Langlois with 5 assists now for Canada. Langlois for 3. Rebound, Casanova out ahead to Okendo, and she finishes, and we're tied at 44.
That's the start Cuba needed of this half. They had to have scoring, and that's how quick Cuba can score. A couple turnovers, and they're tied the game.
Casanova with 11 assists already. Cuba on a 9-0 run to start the third quarter. Okendo with 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting. She's 2 of 4 from 3-point range. So between Okendo and Amargo, they're doing the bulk of the damage for the Cuban team.
And that's, we've expected it from Amargo. Okendo's been a bit quiet in the tournament, doing it where when she's needed, she hits big shots. But that's the veteran play. We've talked about the Cubans on they're one of the older teams, which usually equates to more experience.
Nurse to Aim. Tried to get Gaucher. But Okendo stayed with her. Nurse from the left elbow. That circles out. Rebound Noblet. Cuba can take the lead on this possession. Casanova diagnosing the defense. 10 to shoot. To Amargo, now Noblet. She goes up off the glass, and Cuba has the lead. An 11-0 run by the Cubans to start the third quarter, and they have pulled ahead by 2. Tatum on the drive. Nice pass to Aim, and we're tied up at 46. So Canada off the schneid in this second half. Amargo down low to Noblet. Working on Aim, and she's just too strong.
It's twice now Noblet's been overpowering the Canadian centers.
Nurse back to Gaucher for 3. Bang! Kim Gaucher puts Canada back on top by 1, 49-48.
Of a zone for Canada. See if they can stop the Cuban attack right now.
Casanova out to Okendo. Her shot is good, but an offensive foul. Do they count the bucket? They count the basket.
I think it's Noblet on Tatum underneath. As you can see, they get tangled up.
Yeah.
Couldn't really see in this angle.
So here's the bucket by Okendo. Can't really see it there either.
I think Tatum has her arms underneath, and Okendo tries to shake her arms off and gets called for the retaliation foul, basically.
So first foul on Noblet. Cuba takes the lead back 50-49. Chunwa into the game now. And a foul on Amargo. That's her third. Langlois, as the crowd tries to spur on their Canadians. Langlois around the screen, ran into Noblet, had to pick up the dribble. Outside for 3, that's short. Gets tipped, and they're going to say Cuba ball. Andrea Silva didn't see it. Antonio Vega said it went off of Canada.
I think so. It came off pretty hard off that rim, too.
Yeah. Casanova had Langlois in the air. Now Okendo, jab step. And now an unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanlike against Casanova.
I did not see it. I was looking where the ball action was.
So Gaucher will go to the free throw line, and Canada will get the ball. First free throw by Gaucher is good.
Kim Gaucher thought she only had one shot for the technical. She has two.
So that gives Canada a 1-point lead and the ball. I'm sure the guys and gals in the TSN truck are trying to find some angle on what happened with Casanova. Nurse on the drive into Noblette. A lot of contact, no foul. But Nurse off the glass and in. Now Canada leads by 3, 53-50.
That's great defense from Noblette. She stayed her ground. I don't think there was any foul. Kia Nurse just had to power up over it.
Now Noblette. Ochoa back into Noblette. That's a tough shot. Yeah, she seemed to be in the lane for a while. Now Langlois on the drive baseline. 55-52, and Amargo at the other end can't get the layup. And a big break for Canada. Nayo Rain-Kakakunwe went up for the rebound, had it fly out of her hands, and it happened to hit Amargo, who was standing on the baseline. Nurse on the left wing. Canada leading by 3. Back to Rain-Kakakunwe. To Langlois. Inside to Achunwa. Beautiful feed by Langlois. And Alberto Zabala wants timeout. His first of the second half. Look at the feed to Achunwa. Canada back up by 5.
Just some great play from both teams right now. They're just running their offenses, getting open people. Not much you can do.
Remember, Cuba led 50-49 at the 5:03 mark. That's when the unsportsmanlike got called against Anitas Casanova. Gaucher hit both free throws, and Canada got the ball. I don't think that Panda likes us.
He never passes to us.
I think you've probably got enough Canada basketball shirts anyway.
Not anymore. I don't know where they are. They're old.
Your kids probably have them.
They're wearing them.
One of them's wearing your jersey tonight.
Yes.
Along with a dinosaur costume.
He wanted to be the mascot. He's seen a lot of JJ and patches, so he thinks it's a pretty cool thing to do.
Well, maybe it's a new career path for him.
He can be a professional mascot at FIBA basketball
There you go.
tournaments.
Dress like a panda, see the world. Amargo for 3. Off the front iron, no. Cuba the rebound. Jalise, 7 to shoot. Guarded by Langlois. 5, now 4. Noblette gets it to Ochoa. She gets it off. Shot missed. They say play on. Canada caught the ball. Now Langlois to Gaucher. 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Nurse lines up the 3. Back tap taken by Gaucher. Nurse has it. Now Achunwa. Back out to Nurse. 7 to shoot. She's on the drive. Up over Amargo and in. Nurse has 15 now. Canada back up by 7. Remember, they led by 9 at halftime, 44-35. Cuba came back and took the lead. Now Jalisa on the drive, out of bounds. That'll stay with Cuba. Now a tease in. I think this is for the first time in the game.
I think so.
No, she played 28 seconds. I don't remember seeing her, but usually she's
much
more of a presence.
I'm not sure that's a correct stat. I don't think she's been in the game.
Nurse with another layup. Biggest lead of the game for Canada. Matched at 9, inside of 2 minutes to play now, third quarter. Cuba turns it over again. Gaucher, and then she dribbles it off the foot. Boy, I thought she dribbled that off the foot of Amargo.
We'll see Kia Nurse first. She's just so tough on those.
I don't know if we're going to get a look at it, but it sure looked like it went off the foot of Amargo. But now a tease to the free throw line. I did not. Oh, that's not a free throw. They're just lining up.
I
saw a tease standing there at the free throw line, and lob inside. Noblette misses from in close. She was a little too far under the bucket. Langlois. 1:35 to play, third quarter. Lisanne Murphy to Achonwa. And Amargo called for a foul. That's going to be her fourth. She will immediately have a seat as Anislady Galindo comes in. I almost thought they were going to get either Murphy or Nurse on the screen because they were both kind of moving in the same direction on the screen. Nurse, beautiful spin move, the scoop, and the score! She's got 19. Canada has the biggest lead of the night at 11. Galindo driving on Murphy, loses the handle. Canada ball.
Yeah, Kia Nurse is she's just taking it to the Cubans. This is reminiscent of what she did in the final against the United States at the Pan Am Games.
I had a feeling from very early on that we were going to see this out of Kia Nurse tonight. Now Langlois on the take and the score. Langlois with 11. Canada up 13. 40 seconds to play, third quarter.
Canada's gone to this zone, and Cuba's having a hard time finding an answer for it.
Galindo from inside the left elbow. That splashes in. Galindo with 4.
All happens because Noblette pulls the zone out. Just cuts into the middle. They'll have to look to do that a little bit more.
That was a 12-0 run for Cuba. Langlois for 3, circles off. Okendo the rebound. 7 seconds left. Jalise, 3 now 2, puts the 3 up and misses everything. Standing ovation for Team Canada. They weather a huge run from Cuba, answer with a big run of their own, and they go into the fourth quarter up by 11. 10 minutes to go for gold and a berth in Rio. We're back in Edmonton in just 1 minute. 65-54 as we head into the fourth quarter. And there's a lot of stats that we can look at. But partner, at the 5:03 mark, Cuba was leading 50-49. Anitas Casanova incurred an unsportsmanlike foul, and Canada went on a 16-4 run after that.
And I think
maybe that's the turning point in this game.
It might be. And those are those little spots after the game. You might look at that moment and say that's when Canada ends up starting their run, because they hit two free throws, then they hit a bucket, then they get a stop. All of a sudden, 6 points in a row, and then they keep going. It's like her shoe came off.
Langlois to Plouffe. Noblet to Romero, over to Oquendo, now at Tees. Back out to Romero for three. And a foul on the rebound under the basket. I believe they're going to get Catherine Plouffe. That's her first foul.
I think she may have taken a shot to the throat, yep, and then grabbed her arm as a result of that one.
Cuba had led by as many as 8. Now underneath the ring, Kakakunwe, she stripped on the way up.
Quick hands by Casanova.
She has not scored tonight, but she's got 8 assists, Casanova does.
Which, as a point guard, you'd rather have that. She's been doing a really great job distributing the ball tonight.
Murphy for three. Rebound to Kendo. Romero on the drive, blocked by Ayin. Canada running. Nurse has to beat Galindo. And they're going to call an intentional foul there. I'm not sure about that.
I think that was a hard foul. I don't think there was anything malicious. I think she made a play at the ball. Here's a great block by Ayin.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with this. You're going to see it here. No? I mean, she pulled her off the ball. She didn't. I don't know.
I don't agree with the unsportsmanlike.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll take a foul. She can, Canada ball on the side or underneath the basket, but I'm not sure that deserved an unsportsmanlike foul.
I agree with you 100%. Free throw by Nurse rattles out. Nurse hits the second, and Canada gets the ball. Nurse now with 20, Canada up 12. Gives it up to Langlois. Langlois around the screen. Plouffe wide open underneath, but what a rotation!
Good effort by Noblet.
Volleyballed around. Ayin ends up with it. A fresh 24. She takes it all the way to the rack and lays it in on the reverse. I think she thought that they were running out of time.
I'm not sure that reset should have been 24. I don't think Noblet actually had possession of the ball.
Now Oquendo answers at the other end. She's got 19. Keep in mind, Yamara Amargo out there with 4 fouls for Cuba. Murphy over to Langlois, 10 to shoot. Around the screen by Plouffe. Back out to Ayin. Jumper no. Rebound to Kendo. Leading by 12, 7:20 to play. Okendo from the free throw line. Yes! 21 now for Okendo.
She has been on fire and just so involved in this Cuban offense.
That ball goes through the hands of Murphy.
She just comes right off the screen.
She was shooting that whether or not a defender was there or not.
She was. I know the Cubans are keying on Amargo and Noblet.
Naira Fields into the game now. She's going to tail Okendo. Amargo, her shot won't go. Rebound Plouffe.
Look at the pass to Noblet. Realized she was covered and had to kind of shoot it just to get it out of her hands.
Surprised there's a Canada fan shooting flash photography right off the floor there while the offense has the ball. Pass a little bit too far. Naira Fields. Somebody right in the front row.
Saw the flash?
Yeah. Bounce inside to Amargo. She tries to hit Noblet. Too far. Natalie Achunwa on now as Catherine Plouffe has a seat. Langlois into the front court. Around the screen by Miranda Ayin. Inside to Achunwa. Beautiful dish by Langlois. Brought my partner up out of her chair.
That was an amazing pass.
Now the three by Okendo misses. Rebound Lisanne Murphy.
Noblet's got to get herself back into the play.
Langlois misses, but Ayin the rebound. Yeah, Noblet, I think, is now getting a little tired. Inside to Achunwa. That's on Noblet. She took her time getting up the court.
Yeah, she was complaining about a call there and then didn't quite get in. Got an offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. Here's that amazing pass by Langlois.
Second foul on Noblet. Noblet has played 34 minutes and 16 seconds of this game. So she has played the entire game.
And I think she played the entire game last night as well. So we might see her taking a few breaks, but Cuba can't afford to have her walking up the court. They need her in there offensively and defensively.
Well, she can hardly move now. She's just so gassed.
Yeah.
They've got to get her out of there.
Yeah, she needs to get, even if you take her off for a minute, she gets a breather, then get her back in semi-fresh.
Fields for three. Wow, and what an offensive rebound and tap in. Gaucher with the tap, Achunwa with the finish, and 5 minutes to gold and a trip to Rio for Team Canada. Unless Cuba can find some magic. Romero fakes the three. Gaucher might have gotten a piece of that one.
I think she may have. And Noblet's not able to.
Listen to this crowd. Canada up 14 on the bucket by Naira Fields. She's going to go to the free throw line on the foul by Tamara Tatum. And Alberto Zabala wants timeout. His team is exhausted. Akendo has played 34 minutes. Noblet 34 minutes. Omargo 29. Kia Nurse, the highest time total for Canada with 31.
And we've talked about that, how deep Canada can go in their bench. And at this moment, we see how that's helping them because they definitely look fresher than the Cubans do. And it comes to yesterday's game too. Canada didn't have, they played everybody. They all got their time on the floor. Cuban players had to play. Noblet played the whole game yesterday. And that's part of their team makeup.
The mascots JJ and Patches getting this already excited crowd whipped into a frenzy with 4:37 to play. Cuba has got to make a run now. They trail by 14. They've got one timeout left. Omargo is out of the game. She's got 13 points. Noblet is still in with 14. And Akendo is in with 21. Naira Fields converts the three-point play, and Canada leads by 15. Canada has outscored Cuba 26-10 since the unsportsmanlike on Casanova. Make it 26-12 as Noblet hits from inside the lane. That quiets the crowd temporarily. And now a foul on Casanova. No offensive. Or are they saying it's on the floor?
On the floor, yep. Happened before she got to the basket.
Point the other way, so that's on Casanova, her third. No question.
She needs to be careful.
Yeah.
Now it's a bit of a hard foul after the foul. But this is to be expected right now. Cuba has to just dig in.
Gaucher for three, misses badly. Noblet the rebound. And a hard foul at the other end by Naira Fields. Boy, and Noblet just has no legs under her. It's all she can do to get up and down the court, let alone play offense or defense once she gets there.
Yeah, and this is where we'll see the fitness of the Canadians possibly take over. The Cubans are having a tough time right now.
And a nice rebound by Gaucher. 3.5 minutes to play. Head to Achanwa. She runs into Atiz. Canada pulls it back out. Gets the offense set up. Achanwa driving on Atiz. Off the glass, no. Rebound to Noblet. Into the corner. Jalise. Out to Noblet. Back to Jalise. Fakes the shot on Nurse. Now Atiz. She pops from 17, misses. Nurse the rebound. Inside 3 minutes. Canada up 13. Aim. Now Nurse. Canada starting to work a little clock. Along two that time from Miranda Aim, and she's got 8. 15 points with 2.5 minutes to play.
Cuba's going to have to look to pressure every time Canada brings the ball up the floor. They can't afford to just let them walk it up the court anymore.
I don't know that they have it in them.
You could be right.
Omargo getting set to check in.
Nope, they're...
Fields the drive. Atiz the rebound.
There's not enough time for them to just trade baskets. Atiz is walking as well.
I think Canada can work their offense and then drive the basket on every single possession because The Cubans are too tired to move their feet defensively.
I agree.
Bench points 23-8 in favor of Canada. As Okendo scores again, she's got 23. Langlois on for Naira Fields. This capacity crowd making its presence heard and felt. Aim inside to Achunwa. Hits the backboard on the way up, and this crowd would have exploded there. And that goes off of the foot. Now a timeout called by Lisa Tomaitis. 1:27 to play. Canada up 13.
I think Lisa's just going to talk to her players, give them a play, take 24 seconds off the clock every time down the floor. No silly fouls. JJ doesn't want to give us any t-shirts either.
No. There you see the boot on Shona Thorburn. She's in full uniform, but she's got the boot on.
I would do that too. If you want to be a part of this team, she's a huge part of this team.
Yeah, at 33 years old, she dearly wants to be out there. You would expect by next summer in Rio, that ankle will be rehabilitated.
I would imagine.
Does Cuba have anything left? With 1:27 to play and down 13. We will find out. I think if Canada gets a basket here, that may do it. Achunwa, the layup! Canada's up 15 with 1:20 to play. Is that the dagger? Casanova back to Amargo for three. Wide left, 1 minute. And listen to this crowd. They know their Canadians are going to go to Rio in August of 2016 to play in the Summer Olympics. Aim for three. That's good!
The bench for Canada is ready to go and run out of the court. The referee has to hold them back, saying the game is not over yet. They need some time. The Cubans are just disappointed.
They're trying to get the clock reset.
I think so.
The clock ran after the basket a little bit. Lauren Holtkamp, the official, checking on what the clock should read, properly administering the game. And the Canada fans chanting Rio. They put 1.4 back on the clock. 39 seconds. once again from the corner. She's got 25. 82-66. Almost 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 7. Gaucher. And they're just going to take the 24-second violation. There's 1.1 seconds left. Lauren Holtkamp says 1.6 left on the clock. And it's gold for Canada. Canada punches the golden ticket to Rio de Janeiro. The Summer Olympics in 2016 with an 82-66 win over Cuba.
You got to feel for the Cubans. I know it's tough to come into Canadian territory and play a game like this, but have to be happy for the Canadians to get this trip a year in advance.
Cuba goes to the Olympic qualification tournament next summer. Their Olympic dream is still alive, but Canada has its ticket punched. Hugs and tears all around the Canadian bench. And partner, I think Cuba just ran out of gas in the second half.
I think so, and that's where we've talked about the Canadians the whole tournament and how deep their bench is and how that's how they're going to play every game, and the Cubans just did not have enough in that last quarter to counter the attack of the Canadians.
Noblet and Akendo each played the entire game. Those were their two big guns, and they just ran out of bullets.
They just they didn't have the stamina at the end. Credit to the Cubans. You know what? They're going to come back and go to that qualifying tournament. Don't be surprised if we see them in Rio next year as well.
Here you see Lisa Tomaitis hugging Lisanne Murphy. Tamara Tatum. They're getting the floor set up for the medal presentation. It's going to be Canada for gold, Cuba for silver, and Argentina for bronze. For my partner Michelle Hendry, for Trix Baker, for Chantal Vallée, everybody at TSN Production, LiveBasketball.tv, and FIBA, I'm Craig Feta saying so long from Edmonton, where Canada has punched the golden ticket to Rio. With an 82-66 win over Cuba, this tournament has come to a conclusion. Congratulations to FIBA and to the city of Edmonton for a spectacular tournament. Michelle Hendry, any final thoughts?
I'm so proud of the Canadian team for sticking with their game plan the whole tournament. I feel bad for the Cubans. I know they came out here looking for that spot in Rio. However, I think they'll get it next year. And it's just time for the Canadians now. They just played an amazing basketball game to celebrate their gold medal here at the FIBA Americas.
Canada wins gold in front of the home fans. Cuba takes silver, and Argentina takes bronze.
On the broadcast, we will be starting the
closing
Thanks again for joining us, everybody. This has been the 2015 FIBA Americas Women's Championship from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. I'm Craig Feda. So long, everybody.
Gentlemen, we would now like to begin the closing ceremonies of the 2015 FIBA Americas Women's Championships by welcoming out our top 3 teams from the tournaments. First, we'd like to welcome out 3rd place Argentina. Next, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome out this year's silver medalists, Cuba. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome out silver medalists, Cuba. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 FIBA America's Women's Champions, Canada! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the medal presentations. Here to present the medals, President and CEO of Canada Basketball, Michelle O'Keefe. President of FIBA Americas, UC Richards. And Vice President of FIBA Americas and recent inductee into the FIBA Hall of Fame, Ruperto Herrera. First, the medal presentations to our bronze medalists, Argentina. Introducing the Argentina roster in numerical order. Numero 4, number 4, Macarena Rosette. Numero 5, number 5, Ornella Santana. Numero 7, number 7, Diana Cabrera. Numero 8, number 8, Andrea Buquete. Numero 9, number 9, Celia Fiorotto. Numero 10, number 10, Agustina Borani. Numero 11, number 11, Melissa Greder. Numero 12, number 12, Sandra Pavon. Numero 3, number 13, Deborah Gonzalez. Numero 17, number 17, Gisela Vega. Numero 21, number 21, Stephanie Thomas. And numero 44, number 44, Victoria Chorante. The head coach of Argentina is Christian Santander. The third place trophy presented by Roberto Herrera to the captain, Sandra Pellon. Ladies and gentlemen, our bronze medalist, Argentina. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we will present the silver medalists to Cuba. Cuba's roster in numerical order, numero 4, number 4, Prensi Ochoa. Numero 6, number 5, Ainides Casanova. Numero 6, number 6, Anislady Galindo. Numero 7, number 7, Oinesi Jalise. Numero 8, number 8, Arlenis Romero. Numero 9, number 9, Yamara Amargo. Numero 10, number 10, Arleti Plebea. Numero 11, number 11, Marlene Sapita. Numero 2, number 12, Claudia Noble. Numero 3, number 13, Julia Atis. Numero 14, number 14, Oquendo Ladies Oquendo. And numero 10, number 15, Suchitela Amiga. Head coach of Cuba is Alberto Zavala. And presenting the trophy to Cuba, silver medalist is Lucy Richards, presenting to Oquendo. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the moment everyone is waiting for, we would first like to hand out the 5 All-Star Awards for the top players in the tournaments. We'll get to the moment everyone's waiting for, don't worry. Presenting the awards will be UC Richards, President of FIBA Americas. Our first of 5 All-Star MVPs for the tournament from Argentina, Melissa Greter. Next from Cuba, Yamara Amargo. From Cuba, Claudia Noble. From Canada, Tamara Tatum. And our final All-Star and Tournament MVP, Tia Nurse. And fans, your gold medalists, Team Canada! Number 4, Maya Marie Langlois. Numero 6, number 5, Kia Nurse. Numero 6, number 6, Shona Thorber. Numero 7, number 7, Naya Rinkake Kunwe. Numero 8, number 8, Kim O'Shea. Numero 11, number 11, Natalie Johnma. Numero 2, number 12, Lizanne Murphy. Numero 3, number 13, Tamara Tatum. Numero 14, number 14, Catherine Blue. Numero 15, number 15, Michelle Blue. And of course, your head coach of Team Canada, Lisa Tobias. Presenting the championship trophy to Canada's captain, Kim Gaucher, is Usi Richards. At this time, we'd ask that you please remain standing and remove your caps. Sing loud and proud our Canadian national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to hand the microphone over to FIBA America's President, UC Richards, for some closing remarks.
Good evening. It is a pleasure on behalf of FIBA Americas, our staff, our teams, to congratulate the winners of the bronze medal from Argentina, our silver medal team from Cuba, and our gold medal team from Canada, who has qualified for the 2016 Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. On behalf of FIBA Americas, we want to thank all of the 10 national team delegations that participated in the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship for Women. We want to thank our host, Basketball Canada, the city of Edmonton, the province of Alberta, and the country of Canada. We are particularly pleased. We are pleased and grateful for your hospitality. We are thankful for having the opportunity to be here in Canada, and we thank you for all that you've done for the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship. Thank you very much.
Let's reiterate what UC said. This concludes the 2015 FIBA Americas Women's Championship. A sincere thank you goes out to all the fans, sponsors, donors, and volunteers. Each one of you has had a key role in making this championship the success it has turned out to be. Best of luck, of course, goes out to Team Canada on the road to 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Once again, thank you for everyone involved, for all your support. We hope you all enjoyed the 2015 FIBA Americas Women's Championships. One more time for Team Canada!
It's tired. Big.